How many of you in here have been affected or know someone who's been affected by drug and alcohol abuse? Probably everybody in here. My family has actually struggled with this from both sides for years, long before my term. Looking back, it's made me a lot stronger, but the effects on my family, other people, and just society in general, it sucks, honestly. If I could go back and change something, I would, but obviously that's not, I can't. You cannot change someone's mind for them. I'm just going to ask that you be responsible. That's what I'm going to try and persuade you to do today. Just to be responsible when you drink and to use drugs that are prescribed by the doctor under a doctor's care, because anybody in here can be affected. You can become addicted from one drink, from one drug. It's a personality. It is a lifestyle change, honestly. I'm just going to ask that you be responsible. I'm not going to ask you to go and take everything out of your refrigerator or empty out everything you have in your cabinets. That's not logical. But drugs and alcohol can literally deteriorate a person and ruin their life. Whether it be health risks like cardiovascular, respiratory, psychological, liver disease, cancer, neurological problems, changes in the appearance. I gave you a handout. That's just a few years difference. That woman on that picture, it's just a few years difference make a world of change. She looks like a completely different person. It will lower your self-esteem, and sometimes you will get into a slump and not be able to come out of that depression. Addicts become dependent on everyone around them, whether they know it or not. They do affect their family, their friends. They become selfish. They become careless, dangerous. You can't explain to a child why their parent is the way that they are. There's no explaining that to them. Their mood changes into a bipolar state of mind, schizophrenic, that's a possibility. And that leaves your family feeling at fault for those things. And again, you can't change a child's mind when they see something like that. I mean, it's embarrassing, and you wish you could change things like that, but in all reality, it's their state of mind. It's not your fault. You can't change it. They have to have that desire to change their own mind. They tend to leave no remorse towards anything, and they refuse to accept the opinion of anybody else. Like I said, you cannot change their mind. You cannot try to talk sense into them. It doesn't matter on what level they're on, completely sober or belligerent. Have you ever tried to make sense of something to an addict or to someone who is using? It's difficult, very difficult. Our society is affected by drug and alcohol abuse every day. Crime, you see it on TV every day. Not all crime is linked to drug and alcohol abuse, but most of the time, that is why. The abuse can also lead to poverty. The addicts are, again, depending on us as taxpayers, leaving all bills and everything behind, and they're leaving it for us to bail them out, basically. Generations to come in our society may follow these same footsteps, and our nation is at risk for a lot of things right now, but the use of drugs and alcohol is one thing that I would not like to see further on down the road. I mean, just like the generations now, you can see it in kids these days that are using. And I read online that the CDC.gov said that there are even 12-year-olds that are addicted to this day. 12 years old, a child. It's crazy. Like I would have never thought about something when I was 12. Not like that. And most children that are in drug and alcohol abuse homes tend to follow the footsteps of their parents. Statistics show that there are almost 130,000 deaths every year linked to drug and alcohol abuse. $223.5 billion are used on alcohol alone every year. That's a lot of money. That couldn't bail us out of debt as a nation, but it could, put a dent in it. My family is working on this every day. I just would hate to see someone else's family go through something that mine has. If I could convince you to do otherwise, just be responsible. That's all you need to do is be responsible. I'm not telling you not to drink, but You can be responsible as an adult and take care of all of those issues.